Hello everyone, welcome back to another 2022 set review here on my channel. Today we're looking at the LEGO City Mobile Crane, set number 60324. It is a 7+ set with 340 pieces and was purchased here in Canada where it retails for $49.99 Canadian. It features a blue and yellow crane, 2 construction worker minifigures, and a road plate for the crane to lift. As usual, we'll start by looking at each of the builds, followed by the figures, then conclude with the box and my final thoughts. Starting off with the mobile crane itself. This is the 4th mobile crane to be released in the city category. The first one was done in 2005 as part of their construction theme. The 2009 one was done as part of a construction site set for that year, while 2013's was a part of a town plan style set, officially titled Town Square. This is the first model to be released on its own in both a individual capacity as well as not a part of a apparent construction theme, unless of course that is to be next year's sub-theme, which I'm not sure. The overall design of this version does have a much bulkier feel compared to the 2013 one, which I also own. I do prefer this overall style personally, as it does have a much more unique feel to it. On the back of the crane, we do have a license plate indicating the designer initials and the set number, AC60324. There's brake lights and sing lights as well on both sides, as well as a hitch piece in the middle. I'm not really sure the point of the hitch piece on a mobile crane, but they have been appearing in almost every city great vehicle released since 2021. So on top, we do have our danger stripes for traveling on the highway. These are both on a newer style slope, the 2x3 slope, I guess, is what I should say. Here's the other side of the crane. I do like these much larger tires they used for it this time, compared to the ones used last time, which were more of a road tire. We do have the gears that operate the boom as well as the winch, which I'll show here in a couple minutes. These are the stabilizers for the side of the crane. They are able to be pulled out from the inside of the vehicle, and they can be set down for, well, as the name suggests, to stabilize the model when it's lifting. They only come out about 4 studs, like so. Both sides have them. They do actually latch back into place when they're pushed back into the crane, and they do stick in fairly well. On the front of the crane, we do have some more stripes indicating, or more hazard stripes. Move the boom out of the way. On both sides, these are on a bigger sticker piece, which I think would have been, in my opinion, I think these would have been better on 1x3 bricks with a much smaller bricks, or even just a single sticker going across, as it is very hard to get these aligned correctly. We do have the lights down underneath these as well. There's also a coupler for the winch to be locked into place for highway transport. And yeah, the cabin of this version does not open like the previous 2013 one. These are just individual roof pieces. They can be taken off like so. We do have space for both minifigures in the cabin, a driver and a passenger, as well as some engine detailing down below. This is a very open cabin compared to the last one, which I find a little weird, but it does use some newer pieces introduced in last year's modular police station to hold the roofs in place, which is a very neat overall build. And we do have some storage space for the accessories as well. A walkie-talkie and a hammer are both included in this set. Put the roof's back on now. Oops. The roof's just lock into place like so. For the boom of this crane, it does have the full 360 rotation. Just gonna raise the boom a little bit to do this, so it can be turned all the way around. The boom itself is now operated by a hydraulic underneath. I'm gonna put the winch down a little bit. So when turning this dial, it does raise the boom, like so. It's not that fast compared to the previous one, but it can be lifted and lowered by this hydraulic. The winch on the front has a gear back here. This can be used to wind and unwind the winch. It can go quite a ways. I have had it all the way out. But yeah, the boom piece up here can be pulled out like the this is the larger boom support, and it does have a larger Technic piece inside that can be pulled out like so. I give it a little winch, I guess, for it to work. It does go about, I think, oh, it doesn't go as far as I thought, but it goes about like, let's see like how far it goes. So that's about as far as it goes out from the boom support. It does have a build-up piece here for where the winch attaches, or for the rope to go through. This does use a Technic piece inside here, which I can try and get a closer look at. Want the winch back up now. It does use a Technic piece here to hold the wire in place. And this is a much thicker wire than used in previous ones, which I guess in a good way is it gives it more stability when lifting heavier objects like vehicles or anything heavier that a crane would lift. Whereas the previous ones trying to lift a SUV or a car was pretty risky. I did have a couple of my old ones break when trying to lift some of these old city vehicles, so it's nice to have one that's a little more durable. The crane piece back here does use the newer modified Technic brick, which was introduced in the Batman movie sets from November of last year. On the other side of the crane, we do have a seat for a crane operator to sit. Either of these figures can be seated on that location. They're a little tight to get in here with the way the roof is done, but they can sit in there like so. We do have two control sticks for them to use to operate it. I do like this overall shaping they used for over here. This is just the usual slope piece with a bar on the bottom, which can be open and closed like that. And yeah, that's it for the crane itself. Next, we'll look at the minifigures. One thing I almost forgot is this 8x16 piece of road. This is the newer style road plate introduced last year. Only one of these is included in the set. I guess in a way this is a road crane, I guess, or road repair crane than the previous ones, but yeah, pretty simple build overall, just the road plate and a hook, and yeah, that's it for the road piece. Next we'll look at the minifigures. Two construction worker minifigures are included in the set, a man and a woman. Neither are named nor have any exclusive prints. Both feature face prints that have been fairly common the past couple of years, as well as torsos that were introduced in 2016. The box for this set is a very unusual box size compared to most city sets of this price range. It does use the $70 box size compared to the usual $50 box size that you see with most city sets. It does have the set information on the top left-hand corner with the main image on the front. There is no named figures in the set, so there is no indicators on the bottom. On the top of the box, we do see the figures and a slight picture of the crane, as well as the actual size indicator. On the back of the box, we can see some more images of the set, as well as one showing the height the crane can reach to. I do like this picture of the crane in motion. And yeah, that's it for the box of the set. Next we'll talk about my final thoughts. Overall, I'd say this is probably one of the better valued city sets of this year. I do think a third figure or perhaps some more accessories could have helped the value a little bit, but it's not a huge deal. The design of the crane is a worthy successor, in my opinion, to that of the 2013 model. I also like the updated color scheme, as I think it allows it to stand out among the previous construction vehicles. But yeah, other than that, that's it for my review of the LEGO City Mobile Crane. Let me know your thoughts on the set in the comments below, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.